mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll set up a throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They're going to look to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, a give to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to find Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mixon. A nice little juke. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got it. Mike 55.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He gets this one to Boyd. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Burpo?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Keep playing.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey Madden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Right. Watch it, so we got man.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the whip.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon is... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Set, hut, run the base. 2. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan.
Got it! Ready! Let go! Ready, set! We go! 132! Right up! Set, ready. 70 ending. Ready, go. Ready, and read. Ready.
Hey, man, hey, come here real quick. I need to talk to you.
Hey,
Listen to
ready.
me. You're a leader. People look to you to set the standard. Today's
Ready,
performance, I wouldn't luck up to it. Now, come on, pick it up next time.
Here we go. Set. Naughty whoop. Set, go. Set. 10. Touch scared. Set up. Ready, ready. Hi. Let's go. Fit the plan. Set. Hut.
You know what, man? That was pretty darn good. And you know what really gets me excited? The fact that I know we...